I think that Cruz cannot do as well as Trump does in bringing new voters out, but I think Cruz probably would do better than Trump at getting existing voters to vote for him because he's less controversial.
And that was political analyst Dick Morris on Newsmax Now yesterday, telling us who he thinks would be the GOP's best chance for the White House in 2016. Trump and Cruz continue to be at the top of virtually every GOP primary list. And now the latest poll results from CNN ORC show Donald Trump with a huge 21-point lead over Cruz. That's a stark difference from yesterday's Quinnipiac poll that had them basically in a virtual tie. And to help explain why what a difference a day can make and how campaign strategy comes into play, we want to welcome in Tim Constantine from the Washington Times and the Hill's editor-in-chief, Bob Cusack. Thank you, gentlemen, for joining us. Nice hat, by the way, Tim.
Thank you. Merry Christmas to you.
Nicely done. Tim, let's start with you. You recently sat down for an exclusive with Ted Cruz. He's gaining traction, but he isn't getting past Trump in most national polls. On top of that, Cruz refuses to attack Donald Trump really like some of the other candidates seem to do. What do you make of his strategy?
Well, different polls and get different results, but I look back 8 years, and Hillary Clinton at this time showed a 29-point lead over a senator named Barack Obama. And Barack Obama refused to attack Hillary Clinton, who ended up winning that. And so when I look right now at Ted Cruz, I think this is right where he wants to be. I mean, obviously you want to be first, but he is moving up. He is steadily doing well, and he is clearly in second place. That latest poll shows both Rubio and Carson going backwards. And so if it turns into a two-man race between Donald Trump and Ted Cruz, I'm pretty happy if I'm Senator Cruz.
Bob, Newsmax.com as well as The Hill both have articles on their main page focusing on the Trump and Hillary back and forth debate. The title reads, Trump warning Hillary not to play the war on women card. This comes, of course, after Trump was criticized for what some deemed as vulgar language used to describe Clinton's past failures. Now, Trump seems to have moved on to challenging Clinton and focusing less than on the other GOP candidates. Is this a sign, in your opinion, of confidence that he feels that he will win the Republican nomination, or is this purely a strategic move for the time being?
You know, I think he is confident, but at the same time, he's appealing to the base. They love Hillary bashing. All the candidates have done it, and Trump is doing it. I do agree that Cruz is well positioned. He talks to the fiscal conservatives. He talks the language of the social conservatives. And if you said 6 months ago that Cruz was going to be in second, I'm sure the campaign would take it. But really, you do have to be amazed by Trump's numbers. They have been consistent. He dominated the summer, he dominated the fall, and here we are at Christmas. And Donald Trump is still winning. Now, Cruz, I think, can get a big jump start to his campaign by winning Iowa and then possibly winning South Carolina and going into the South. He's very well organized in the South. So this very well, a lot of people have been talking about the two senators, Marco Rubio and Ted Cruz. This very well could come down to a two-man race, but it's Trump and Cruz because I'm not sure which state Rubio is going to win. Maybe it's New Hampshire. He's second, but he's a distant second. He's got a lot of people right behind him.
Yeah, you bring up a good point, and I want to talk about Cruz and Rubio just a moment, Tim. Rubio has shown definite willingness in going after Cruz and Cruz after Rubio, but not Trump. Why do you think that Rubio is going after Cruz and not the man that's at the top of the polls right now?
Well, I do think Trump has put a little bit of fear in each one of these folks. If you go back over the past several months, those that have chosen to attack Trump, he in turn turns around and focuses a lot of time and effort attacking them, and they have gone down in the polls, sometimes as a result of his attacks, sometimes coincidentally, but he has pointed that out and repeated that time and time again. So I think there's a little bit of fear there. I think they are worried about the wrath of Donald Trump.
Yeah, I agree with you on that one. Turning to the left side of the field now, if we can, Bernie Sanders is once again coming to Hillary Clinton's defense over her tardiness on the debate stage. I knew I'd get a little chuckle out of that, saying, quote, I also went to the bathroom, I've got to admit. Bob, there seems to be very little crossfire when it comes to the Democrats. Why do you think that is, and can we expect that to change any?
I don't think it changes. I mean, Bernie Sanders, you could say he's a winner already. A lot of people didn't know who Bernie Sanders was, and he has crushed O'Malley. and he is a major player in the Democratic Party now. I don't think he's going to win the convention. I'm sure some people will tweet me because the Bernie Sanders supporters are very fervent. But he's got to win Iowa and New Hampshire, in my opinion, to have any shot. And even if he did that, there would be a lot of bad headlines for Hillary Clinton, but I still think she would be the overwhelming favorite to win because she's doing so well with minority voters. I don't think Sanders has really gone after Hillary Clinton that hard. Arguably, she's gone after him on gun control and gun rights harder than he's gone after her. So maybe he's just positioning himself for a nice spot at the convention.
Maybe so. Thank you, gentlemen, for your time. Tim Constantine, Bob Cusack, thank you so much. Nice hat. I'm jealous.
Merry Christmas.
Have a Merry Christmas. Happy
Thank you. Merry
holidays to
Christmas.
both of you.
Thanks.
Coming up next, a judge upholds Seattle's new tax on guns and ammunition sales. But could that spell the end for small arms dealers? Find out when Newsmax Now continues.